tinting and custom services.
Came in here and he's like, "Yeah, the problem is that we bought all of these cameras,
and now
it
they don't
turns
make
out
the parts for
the
'em.
camera maker went under."
They're
like
called-
every other tech business, he's like, "We got no cameras, so we were just trying to find parts from, I don't know, eBay or something." So anyway, thank you very much. We are brought to you by Panadas, Eat Happy, and
RenegadeTruck.net.
Now, Bob,
Renegade Truck Accessories. Yes,
Bob, you came in this morning and you said, "Oh, I got this new way I'm gonna live my life" or something, and I heard
I'm thinking about it.
I heard out of the corner of my ear, I think I heard something about, "Hey, Chewy, how long should I be in a sauna?"
Right. So
I think you watched some kind of show.
Yes.
Oh, was it on YouTube?
Last night, my wife started watching a show on Disney Plus. Okay. Disney Plus is a great platform. Got all your Marvel stuff there.
You got The Simpsons.
You got The Simpsons. You got Jeff Goldblum. You got all kinds of cool stuff on the Disney Plus. You got National Geographic. This show was from National Geographic. And she started watching it, and I was listening in the background because I was doing some stuff. I was designing some stuff for the show. And I go, "Hey, this sounds good. I got to watch this. This is right up my alley," because episode 1 was about stress and how to deal with stress. But the show is called, now I can't think, Limitless, and it stars Thor, the god of thunder, Chris Hemsworth. That's his name, right? Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
And so
this is already so
No, wait a minute. Hear me. No, it's
okay.
not. It's not. And the reason, so he confessed that he has an issue with anxiety and stress and things like that. And when he started talking about some of the things he was talking about, because he's Thor, he's the god of thunder. He's got
he's not. He's an actor.
He's got millions.
He's an actor.
He's got millions of dollars, and he's got an amazing body. I don't want to sound weird, but he's in shape when he you know what I mean? He clearly lifts things.
Wish he'd lift you up.
But he was talking about how the day-to-day pressures and stress, not of being an actor necessarily, though that's part of it, but just stuff that you and I go through. Traffic.
Did you think about maybe you could rub his shoulders for him?
Traffic, kids, things like that. So,
is there anything you could do to help him to relax?
He's doing this.
It sounds like you really like.
He's doing this reality show where he's got 6 challenges. Okay. And a lot of it has to do with. So one of his fears is obviously the fear of death, because he's talking about how can we live longer and how can we live better as humans.
All right.
Longevity.
Okay.
But he's also dealing with stress. And stress is one of the reasons you can't live longer, because stress does things to your body that we're learning now that take years off your life.
Has he discovered next Evo CBD with ashwagandha?
I'm going to send him an email. I'll send him an email with our code.
I'd like one of the challenges for him to be ugly for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him deal with that.
Okay, I know. I had the same thoughts. Okay?
All right.
But let's put that away.
Here's a challenge.
Here's some of the takeaways.
Make $45,000 a year, live in Austin, and look like a regular person.
Ooh, he wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it.
Okay, so it got me thinking, like he was talking about, and he has all these scientists or people that live this kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, let's be careful before we say science.
Well, no, there's some science in here. There's some medicine in here.
There were beakers, and you saw some.
Yeah, they're guys in lab coats.
Okay.
That doing some things to the extreme. In other words, as humans, we're too comfortable.
Right.
We're too comfortable.
I drink Mountain
When
Dew
we
sometimes.
know now, we have the science to tell us that extreme cold can have extreme healing properties, or being extremely hot. It releases certain things in your body. You've got to watch the series, all right? And that there's certain types of breathing and certain ways of rewiring your brain that can help you alleviate.
Wait. Are you starting to get into the Wim Hof method?
Yeah, that's who he's talking about.
Oh, is that
was Wim Hof in there?
Was Wim Hof?
He's the ice bath guy, yeah.
Wim Hof talks like this, and he gets into the baths, the cold water.
No, there was no Swede there, I don't think. These
That's
are all Australians and Americans.
I don't want to
mostly.
say that's the guy that started it all, but that's the guy who popularized it.
Yeah,
currently.
Wim Hof is really into the idea of cold showers, cold immersion,
one of the things that they're
slowing your
doing is
breathing.
For the last 30 seconds of every shower, run the cold water.
It's Wim Hof.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he's in this show or not, but I know the second challenge that Hemsworth had to do was swim 250 yards with just a bathing suit on, no wetsuit or dry suit, in like these Nordic waters that were just above freezing.
I do want to.
And then he
try
did a 4-day fast on episode 3. I think was the 4-day fast. He climbed. He didn't climb, but he's got. I haven't seen the episode where he climbs a rope 1,000 feet in the air or whatever. But he has to walk on a what do you call it? A crane that's on top of like a skyscraper.
I don't like
in
that.
Sydney, and he's got to get over the fear of heights and all that to do that, and control his breathing, control his stress, and things like that. And he's all wired, and they have all the data from his body to show you how your heart rate goes up and down, and your breathing goes up and down. And I don't know, it was pretty interesting. So last night, after watching 3 episodes of this, I decided to get in the pool like at 11 o'clock. It was like, the water was like 51 degrees, I think the thermometer said.
How long did you go in?
I was in there for about 5 minutes swimming.
What did your family think?
I'm telling you, my joints hurt. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but my elbows and knees felt like they were on fire. And the nether region was hurting.
Shriveled
so
up.
I don't know what was being helped there. I don't know. Maybe it was just a shrivel factor. But I don't know,
going
man.
to
It's got me
continue this?
thinking, and it's got me thinking that
Are you going to walk on hot coals or something at some point?
I think you and I are going to start saunaing, because the other thing is getting in a sauna at 175 degrees a couple times a week.
I've introduced you to fasting. I think
And
it's
there's an
effective.
episode where he fasts for 4 days, just water.
You need to ask a doctor if this is okay.
Well, it says that at the end. Ask your doctor before you do. Well, I think you ask your doctor before you listen to the stupid show. But anyway, it's got me thinking, man. I mean, we've been living, Chewy, you and I have been, I don't know, I can't speak for Matt. I'm sure he lives clean. But you and I have been living badly for the last, God knows how many years. We know what's right.
Right.
We know that fasting, intermittent fasting, we know that hot, cold therapies, things like that, release agents in your body that can
But how
that
do
can
we
control.
know? We'll
we know
never
that
know.
jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
We know that for sure.
Yeah.
But we will never know until it's like past, I guess, the trend, whether or not it's something that's good. Like there was the Atkins diet. There's all kinds of diets that have
But this
gone
was
wrong.
nothing about
Almost
diet.
no,
This was nothing
no.
about
humans.
This
have
was all
liked
about
the idea of snake oil for a very long time because we want quick fixes, right?
Yeah.
And Bob, you're getting. This
I don't
is-
think this is a quick fix. This is a lifestyle change.
I know, but I'm seeing you right at the precipice. You're getting ready to start coming in here with a copy of the Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules underneath your arm, and in your.
I feel pretty good today after that 50-degree dip yesterday.
Are you going to
Let's see how
start?
long
on
it
it every
lasts.
day.
Let's see how long it lasts. There's all these things that are happening where we're trying to
And I'm-
reclaim our masculinity.
If I see you drinking some Onnit products, I'm going to get you out of here.
You know he's going. You know
What's
he's going
that?
to have
If
it in
I
a
see
week.
you-
You know he's going to have. He's going to have on it.
Jiu-jitsuing over here?
He's going to have. You know that on it bar they make with the big bar with the big the hammer. You
Yeah.
know the round. He's going to be in here doing the on it hammer.
I'm going to a salt room today. I'm just going to sit in a bunch of salt. I don't know, man. It just got me thinking, because I know I'm only speaking for me. I've been eating too much sugar. I've been not exercising like I've been known to do. I'm a stress monkey. Everything gets to me. Everything from traffic to family issues to especially adulting. Adulting drives me insane.
I think you're a stress junkie. I think you're addicted to stress.
I don't want to be anymore.
When's the last time you gardened or hunted or built something out of wood?
I cut my own grass.
When's the last time you meditated?
But no. See, what I'm saying is that we're trying to come up with all. We have a way that's in our DNA that we like, and men have this new thing now of we have to reclaim our masculinity by drinking coffee that's named after a gun that has extra caffeine in it.
What's that called? Ammo?
My point is, everyone's trying to sell you an idea how to make you feel manly again. When we have a lot of the answer. I don't know the answer.
Okay, but I'm saying
that
this
up
isn't
front.
about putting
But I'm
stuff in
very
your body. This is
skeptical
not about-
I'm very skeptical about the idea of the secret we've lost is that we should have been sitting in ice water all this time.
This is not about supplements or anything like that. This is about controlling your mind and controlling your body, and that we're too comfortable. That we always have to be warm. We always have to have 3 meals a day. We always have to. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
We always say it wasn't like that. We don't know what it was like.
Here's my
We
only,
do know what it was like.
my
Nobody
only
took the
problem.
time to write down how cold it was because maybe they weren't.
My main problem with all of this is every time somebody's promoting an idea
He's
like
got me
this,
box breathing right now.
I know.
He's got me so upset.
just
Hang
calm
on a
down.
second.
Think what Hoff would do.
Wait a minute.
What would Hoff do?
I'll tell you what Wim Hof would do. He would have you sign up for his program at $9.99 a month,
Don't listen to
reoccurring.
him.
It's very
Don't
hard to
listen
cancel.
him. Just breathe. Just breathe. Oh. Now, the issue I have is every time one of these ideas are presented, it's a person that's already genetically good looking and blessed.
I know.
I'd
I
like
said the same thing
a
to my wife.
A bat-ass crazy person to do this and settle down.
No,
Or
you wouldn't trust them. You wouldn't trust a badass crazy person who said get in the water.
if the guy that's after the after effects and he's normal or what, not normal, but I mean has settled or healed his mental illnesses, then I'd listen. But it's a guy that's already put together, it seems like. And
But he's got mental blocks to some of this stuff. He does deal with anxiety and fear. I mean, it's just an example of no matter how much money you have or what your life is like or how good things are going on the outside, that you could be dealing with mental health issues
But he
or
has all that
anxiety or
money,
fears.
and he has all that money, and he's living in L.A. When's the last time he went fishing or gathered food for his family?
I don't know. They
Because
don't.
those things relieve a whole lot of stress.
I guess I'm saying I need
Are you with me or
somebody-
against me, Chewy? I thought you were with me.
I've always been pro fasting. The ice baths I was going to get into, but
I'm jumping in the night. I don't care how cold it is. If it's 40 degrees or higher, I'm getting in.
I just want someone promoting a solution that is a little more like me. Chris Hemsworth and me, obviously, we look kind of alike,
I
but
think
not
I think
alike.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
you
not a
want
ton.
someone who looks like you to give you a solution of how to get rid of stress?
and my background and different things like that. Yeah,
No, make your own decision. Watch it. It's on Disney Plus. It's called Limitless.
Cállate.
Yeah, I was going to
It's
say.
shot really
and
well.
He'd just be like a guy who would slap you and just be like,
It's shot in Dolby
Bravo.
Vision. It looks really good. It's a nice travelogue too. He goes to some Nordic lakes to swim and surf and stuff like that.
You want to see if any caller has a solution?
Yeah, I'd like to know if somebody like where I can sauna. I want to. You and
Krista.
I are going to start. We're going to be like the Rat Pack. We're going to start steaming and sauning a couple times a week together.
I'm keeping my towel on. Krista,
You keeping it off or on?
Yo, hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
Hey, do I sound a little better?
you sound actually a little better. I'm going to be honest with you. Did you get a new Bluetooth?
Nah, I'm actually off today, so no noise in the background. Hey, so if y'all trying to not depress, I guess
Decompress.
de-stress,
Yeah.
decompress and de-stress, and trying to figure out why you get anxiety so quick, why don't y'all try to go to a deprivation tank?
sensory deprivation. I
around
think
town.
Bob would go nuts in there.
I do too.
No, I saw that movie in the old days.
I think all of y'all should try them.
I saw that Altered States movie. It doesn't end well.
Well, where the guy goes back in time to the
Yeah.
beginning of time? Yeah.
Well, don't take no shrooms if you're gonna sit in there.
Are there any deprivation tanks and all? It was
They
a
have
thing
them
in the
they have some here
80s.
in Austin still, yeah.
It was a big thing. That
Big
and,
thing.
and public hot tubs were big
Oh,
things.
yeah, I would try it. I thought about doing it before trying.
So you've never done it,
whatever.
but you are recommending it to us?
Oh no, I researched a lot of it over years before I try it because I don't want to just jump in there and be like, hey, what's this experience about? But I want to do that before I try. I forgot the name of that. But anyway, yeah, man, I heard
Okay.
it's supposed to be a real common.
Hey, I'm open to anything
And get
that
us some
will,
of that other stuff that you couldn't think of.
that will prolong my life.
Yeah.
It's that stuff that Joe Rogan likes to smoke.
Oh, I hope it's
That
ashwagandha.
DMT.
Oh,
I
DMT?
want to try it. You're supposed to get in the deprivation tank and then try DMT before you try DMT.
Hey, man, some of the stuff that Joe Rogan does works for Joe Rogan and not for everybody.
No. I mean, I've been learning about DMT before he even started talking about it on YouTube.
Yeah,
But, I wasn't so quick to pull the trigger. I wanted to see some research before.
All right, I'm not talking about.
all right.
I'm not talking about drugs.
All
sir.
right, thanks, sir.
right,
We all do
I'm-
drugs, so
I'm
don't worry
talking
about
And
that.
about-
try to remember also to, yeah.
I'm talking about.
Joe's relaxed
living-
because Joe's had multi-millions of dollars in his pockets since what, 1990?
Brings you a little peace. Brings you a little peace. and
30
enlightenment.
some odd years of being a multi-millionaire brings you a little bit of peace.
That's how you
little
get
comfort.
enlightenment. Just get you a few million, maybe close to $1 billion. Joey,
What's up,
Hey,
Joey?
Joe.
Make that turn and then talk to us.
Oh, sorry, my terminal touch is off. 1 second. All right, there we go.
All
Hey,
right.
now, Bob, still do this.
What? I'm not doing anything. I didn't say what I was going to.
to.
I'm saying that I'm going to
Well-
try to live a little more outside my comfort zone physically. Like I don't have
Does
to
that
be.
involve-
I mean, I already do that by not
By that
turning
he
on.
means he's going to go to Target.
I don't heat the house during the winter, so I'm already living some of this.
He's going to walk down Dirty Sixth.
I'm going to walk down dirty. Yeah, I mean, we're too comfortable, man. Some of the things that can help us, we're avoiding. By always wanting to be
Well,
warm or
it's
always wanting to be
fast.
cold or
Build
already,
a birdhouse, dude.
No, I agree. I think you should
A
lift
lot of it's
weights.
just
That's
like
my
that.
moment of extreme is when I'm like maxing out and have a ton of like weight, and then there's a moment where it's like you're an animal, just for a quick second.
Yeah. No, I get that.
If you want to feel like a man,
Uh-huh.
we've all gotten very far away from building stuff. I say all, a lot of us.
Sure.
Right? You get into an office job or whatever. It's you go get one picket. One picket for a fence. It's like $2 at Home Depot. You won't go to Home Depot. You go to Lowe's.
I was there
I know
yesterday.
you. I can look at you. And I know
No,
you're
I was
a
at
Lowe's
Home
guy.
Depot yesterday looking
I
for
know
a fire
you're a Lowe's
grate.
guy, and you can build a birdhouse out of a single picket. You don't even need power tools. You can do it with a plain old handsaw and some hammer and nails, and you will feel accomplished, and you will feel
But I do art.
testosterone and masculinity
I do
will start
art.
to.
Creating art is the same, isn't it? Isn't that building something?
You can be Bob Ross or Bob Vila, but which one?
Well, you got to be true to yourself. I'm more of an artist than a constructor.
But I feel like a man when I'm post hole digging. That specifically, for some reason.
So everything you do, every exercise you do is the same action. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up,
All right,
down.
you guys can mock me. I don't care.
We're not mocking you. I don't think you're going to find.
I was
going to
play the trailer. I'm not going to play it.
Find
I'm not
what
going to
you're
bore you.
looking for at the end of this rainbow.
Your princess isn't here. No.
Okay. Well, I thought you were on my side.
I am on your side, and I'm going to participate with you because I like to support my homies.
I'll try all these things with you. Let's go to.
Well, we're going to do a 4-day fast.
No, I'm not trying that one.
Why?
I like enchiladas.
You got 4 days without it. That's it.
You don't need food for 4 days.
Sacrifice.
That's
Water, just water.
No interest whatsoever. No interest whatsoever.
Quick caller before we go. Caller real fast.
You son of a bitch. You know I'm trying to get
I
out.
know we had a minute.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like I've watched part of that show. It's kind of fun, but the thing about trying to live like early man or whatnot, or we have it too comfortable. You know, the life expectancy back then was
But
like
there was disease. They didn't have
40,
20 years. Nah,
But
20 years
but,
old.
but yeah, you could catch
you
could catch a cold when you were a caveman and die because there
yeah,
was no
because you
medicine.
kept getting into the cold water.
And to
That
say they
cold
weren't
doesn't
stressed or anything. I mean, come on, let's.
Cold doesn't give you colds,
Thank
Matt.
you, sir. Thank you, sir, for calling. I was actually mad that Chewy took your call because we're over time, and I'm actually glad he took your
I'm
call
glad we're
because
over
you're
time. I don't
saying
wanna talk
something
to you a-holes
reasonable
anymore.
You're saying something reasonable, which is why do we want to live like cavemen anyway? It's this weird thing that we're doing, and what happened is we're getting bored because life's become pretty easy. We've gotten far away from doing stuff that's in our DNA that brings us joy, which is working with your hands, doing something,
Swimming in a frozen lake.
providing. Men brought home pelts. It's that simple, and we're not bringing home the pelts like we used to, and it makes you sometimes feel awkward.
Oh, yeah. I bet the people that built the pyramids felt great afterward, right?
No,
They weren't bringing
they
home
were
pelts.
enslaved.
They were enslaved,
I know.
and they should never have been treated that way.
I'm just
We
trying
know that
to,
now.
Go against your point.
All
Thank you,
right,
sir.
all right. You guys do you. I'm gonna.
Hey, look, for a fun bit, I'll do all this
It's
stuff.
National Geographic. You know it's got to be true.
I want to look like Chris Hemsworth, so I'm going to do it.
That's not about. Oh my God, you guys are missing the whole point.
I love that he was like, it's National Geographic, so it's got to be true. Yeah, TLC, which now has shows like I Eat Paper for a Living, used to be called The Learning Channel.
Let's see.
The History Channel has things on there about how aliens came to the planet.
No, Nat Geo still has some integrity, right?
Who's that?
Nat
Nat
Geo?
Geo. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, National Geographic. Yeah, they do.
That's what we call
Promoting something and he doesn't even know what it is.
Limitless with Chris Hemsworth. Check it out.
All
Just
right,
see if there's anything in there that you can.
I'm going to get you some Onnit products, some Alpha.
I don't even know what that is. I don't want to put
Alpha
products
Brain?
in my body.
What do you need? Some Alpha Brains? Some of the mushroom thing?
No, that's not what I'm talking about, man. You're missing the point.
We
I
want
thought-
to thank
thought you
everybody who
understood.
joined us
I
in
thought you-
today's
I
live
thought-
broadcast. Bob's quit the show. Thank you. I will now say thanks to Renegade Truck because he's left. Empanadas.
He trains all day. Joe Rogan podcast by night. All day. Thank you.
Why are you mad over there about this? You got up, you walked away. What are you
Mornings
mad
with
about?
Matt and Bob in studio is brought to you by Empanadas, available in the frozen food aisle of your favorite grocery store, and Renegade Truck Accessories, your source for truck caps, bed covers, lift kits, window tinting, and custom services. Mornings with Matt and Bob in studio is brought to you by Empanadas, available in the frozen food aisle of your favorite grocery store, and Renegade Truck Accessories, your source